All right, so now we're pre-approved. We've already had your consultation with me. Now it's time for a second consultation. So this is really about making a wish list now for your home. So this is comparing what you're actually approved for with what you want and what's needed and what's wanted. So that's a big difference in the real estate world. You have to understand, if this is your first home, of course we would love our first home to be our dream home and our forever home, but a lot of the times it's a stepping stone to build some equity and then sell that one and move into the next with a larger down payment, maybe closer to the schools you want to be in or closer to work, whatever the case may be. So just know, if this is your starter home, that's perfectly okay. A lot of people start off like this to make sure that they can make the right moves to get them the next house. So let's itemize what could actually be extremely helpful for you in your home. So if you have a bunch of kids and you say, hey, I'm okay if the house needs a little bit of love, but I absolutely need a yard, that's something that we want to consider a need. So make sure that you're communicating that with me as your real estate agent. This is an absolute need versus this is a want. Maybe we say we want RV parking because we're paying $130 a month to store this thing, but it's not an absolute need. So really sitting down and coming up with a wish list and the areas that you want to be in, get more defined. Do we want to be on a corner house? Do we want to avoid that? Do we want a pool, or we want to avoid that up front because it's our first home and we're not sure what that cost is? So really this step is really crucial so that we can identify exactly what's important to you. So this helps me match you with the perfect home. So once we sit down and have that conversation, that's really where it gets exciting, because I'll pull some up on my screen and we can kind of go through them. And then that's really when we get our list together. And this is also a good time to tell me, if it's you and your brother, if it's you and your spouse, whoever's purchasing, what does your schedule look like? What are the most convenient days for us to be together? Because yes, when we go shopping for homes, I can take the wife out one day and the husband another time, but a lot of the times you will find the properties, especially because I'm a good listener, you will find the properties relatively quickly. And sometimes we don't have a lot of time. If they have multiple offers, we need to get our offer in now. So if I show the house to the wife, she loves it, we submit the offer, and then the husband says, well, before we move forward, I want to make sure I see it too. We're kind of out of time for that. The next time you'll be able to see it is when we get accepted, is the home inspection, to decide if you want to move forward with it or not. So really try to come down to a schedule, like a solidified schedule with you and whoever you're purchasing with. So that way it just makes it easier for you, easier for me, and we can make sure that we don't miss any opportunities.